Alright, hello everybody. Before we start today's video, I would ask that you give a like if you enjoy or it helps you out at all, and you subscribe for some more content if you are interested. Another thing I would like to say is I stream every single day. Today that you're watching this, tomorrow, the day before, I've been streaming every single day. If you want to go check out my stream, go in the About section. We can talk live. You can ask me Q&A any day about Borderlands, watch me grind some legendaries, and so on. But today we will be going over my class setup for Zane, the Operative. So I don't really have the gear I want yet because I need to find a legendary shield and a class mod and a grenade mod I like, but I haven't gotten that far yet. So I'm just going to go over the skills that I'm running. So this is more for a solo play. Zane is basically what I've set up. So you have the Digiclone. I started with the Digiclone, and I started with these top three, obviously. So at first, I wanted to increase the duration to make my clone last longer. Now, I was a zero main back in Borderlands 2, so I know having a clone and distraction is a very useful tool in the game. So that's why I really wanted Zane, and that's why I really wanted this ability. So I increased the duration, I increased your magazine size, the gun damage, just the basic top three. I got 4 out of 5 for the health regen and gun damage skill. I got the grenade mod skill. I got 2 points on the, what is this called? Oh, where you can throw a grenade in your first shot of your magazine. I got the where you can switch places and it brings your shield back. Now this is a very important skill actually. That'll come into play a little bit later when I'm going down the list more. This one is while I'm in Fight for Your Life. If I have my clone out, I can destroy it and get an immediate second wind. That comes in handy a lot. So this one, it makes so you have grenade regeneration. So with Zane, you don't run grenade because you have 2 abilities going instead of just 1. So I have skills like this where I'll be throwing out grenades when I shoot. And then I have this one where my Digiclone will have a chance to throw out grenades. So grenade regeneration is pretty vital because you're going to be using a lot of grenades. The next one, so basically I just kept leveling up all of these while I was going down here because I wasn't interested in any of the other ones. This one, it consumes up to 3 grenades. For every grenade consumed, the Digiclone gains massive stats. That's a pretty good skill too. And again, you're going to be using up your grenades, so you need that regeneration. And the very bottom skill, this is really what I wanted. He gets a copy of your gun. And it's insane, especially when you're running really good legendaries. Alright, now the passives I'm using on it. Enemies are more likely to target the clone for a few seconds after it's summoned and after swapping places. That's good. Like I said, I like Zero's Deception a lot to get out of combat. If Zane takes health damage while the clone is active, a portion of that damage is shared to his clone. So again, it's going to keep you alive. Alright, and then I went for my second tree. I went to the Sentinel, or SNTL, or whatever you want to call it. I call it the Sentinel. So I started at the top. These skills are pretty good. So gun damage is increased while moving. The quicker you move, the more gun damage you deal. That's a pretty good skill because you're going to want to keep moving anyways. This one, kill skill. After killing an enemy, you gain increased movement speed for a few seconds. So you're going to be moving faster to buff this damage even more. Again, you're going to be less accurate, but it's still a really good combo. You gain increased reload speed after a kill skill. So a lot of kill skills here. And then your Sentinel has a chance to drop a grenade. Again, we're going to want to keep using grenades because we can't click the button. So to be able to use our grenade mod, we're going to want these abilities to pop off grenades. All of Zane's kill skills gain increased effect and duration. Now that's very good because we have a lot of kill skills here. Kill skill after killing an enemy, Zane's next 5 shots all have a chance to fire an additional projectile. It was hard for me to decide between these two, more fire rate or an additional projectile. And I went with the additional projectile because, I mean, that's a chance of double the damage, I guess is the way I believe it. And then with my passives, I went with, he shoots off a radiation beam that weakens enemies and buffs me. So, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I like the buffing. I'm using the Sentinel more for support kind of deal. A little bit of attack too with the second one. I'm using the rocket pod currently. I think it's good. It does add actual damage because really the Sentinel doesn't deal a whole lot of damage. Your clone's going to be dealing a lot more damage than the Sentinel is. But putting this rocket on it did help it. Now, you could tell if you're max level, it kind of looks weird that I don't have this skill unlocked. Because if you were to just do 2 skill trees, you would be down to here at level 50. So, there's 5 points dispersed elsewhere. And those are right here. I put an extra 5 points into this skill to make my cooldown come back faster. So I have up to 56% cooldown rate because you're going to want to be constantly using your action skills to keep you alive. Constantly. So I have 5 from leveling up, and then I have another 3 on top of it to make it even more. To get your skills immediately back. That's why this is set up. Now I'll show you a little bit of combat with this. I think this is an amazing setup. Very good for solo play. I will show you how I run it. City, I'm going to showcase some combat with this skill setup that I showed you. I'll be running the Mind Killer, 9 Volt, Tsunami, and Trevinator, just because that's what I currently have. So the trick is you want your clone to be using a gun that deals a lot of damage or supports you. So I'll be setting him on the 9 Volt so he can be breaking shields for me. And that is deal massive damage. If I get hurt at all I do is I click my left bumper. Boom, I'm back at full shield pretty much. Because my shield starts regenerating as soon as I teleport over. Easy kills. Now watch how quick I get my ability back. Look at how fast that's rising up. It's only when you have full shield, but I already got it back. Bam, I gave him the Mind Killer now. It's going to deal massive damage. If you watch any of my videos, you've seen my clone just shreds through people. Bosses and everything. Because it's dealing the same amount of damage as me, so I've literally doubled my DPS. And sometimes he shoots faster. I don't know if it's bugged, but certain guns he'll shoot way quicker than I even can. Like the Hellfire, for example. I absolutely love Zane. Definitely my favorite character. I mean, it's my first one I've used, but I think he is very lethal. Let's show a few more kills, and then we'll probably end the video there. I've heard there was a very good shield for his Digiclone that I hope to get sometime. Throw my clone out again. Look at him just melting. Dealing the same amount of damage as me. Just see his projectiles. Literally double threat. And if I wanted to bring him closer to combat, I just switch with him. And then I run up. Because he stands still, so you're going to want to be switching with him a lot. The drone's kind of that little added support and DPS. I don't think it's nearly as important as the clone. There you go. There's a Zane show off. A max level Zane build. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.